Hi everyone, Evie here. Welcome back to another episode of Infinity Nikki. In this episode, we are learning about adorable creatures. We are learning about all the creatures that we need to groom. There's 25 of them, so let's get started. And I also think I'm probably going to take a long time looking at each individual one because I'm a little obsessed with animals. So we're going to get started. So first of all, we have the floofs. Oh my gosh, look. Wait, sorry. I'm going to try to be normal. I'm going to try to contain myself. Wait, what's wrong with my hair? I'm going to try to contain myself when they do adorable things and merely just be an observer and learn about the facts, because we're getting into Miraland science here. Okay, so there's two little braids coming down. I cannot with the way it sits. Oh my gosh, and the little tail actually. I'm like having goosebumps. I'm not even kidding. Like all my hairs are like standing up. Like they're I'm not kidding. They're all like standing up because of how cute it is. The little butt and this little sitting animation and this part, I miss my dogs so much. My family dogs. And look at the little, oh my god. I want dogs in this game. Like I want to have pets on my little island. Oh my gosh. Okay, please. Please. They need to make them not being able to move, because if they're moving, I just cannot focus. Okay. I'm just like cover him while I read. Like literally use my hand to cover him. Please just stop moving, okay? That's too cute. I know it's just like animation on a loop, but fluff collected from grooming a floof. Fabric made from the fluff feels irresistibly soft, just like a floof itself. Oh my gosh, and the excited pose. Oh, I needed to wear something. I should have worn something fluffy so I can like feel myself when I'm looking at them. Okay, let's see. Floofs are common domesticated dogs from Miraland, easily recognized by their tails, which resemble balls of yarn. I thought they were brush. I'm sorry, little floofs. Endearingly affectionate. They love gentle pats, each touch teasing loose a tiny tuft of yarn. Yet no matter how much is plucked, floofs miraculously maintain their endless fluffy coat. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like years ago I heard that people can make yarn out of Samoyed hairs. And like apparently that's what they used to do too, like in the olden days, like when dogs are not just for fun. So there's like those yarn maker that you can actually like take your dog's hair and make them into yarn. So every time I groom my dogs, I just keep their I keep their hair, thinking that one day I am going to make them into yarn and make like sweaters and anything out of them. Yes, I am obsessed, and yes, I am weird, but I am crazy about animals. So yeah, we had to take care of my family dog for like 2 years because there's like family issue. So we were taking care of them. We took them here when we moved here, and it was really hard because they grew up in houses, so they're not used to the apartment environment. Like they can't really run out in a yard like how they are at my mom's, and they can't really, just be dogs and not care about anything else. So it's hard also because we moved from California, so our dogs grew up in California. They're like around 10 years old now. So they spend like most of their life in California. So they're also used to the weather. the warm weather, and we're in Chicago now. So they don't hate the snow, but they're not like that used to the snow, and they're not that used to wearing clothes, and they're both like pretty weak. Like it's not in a bad way, but they're all like those kinds that does not have like triple fur or that kind of thing. They both have like hair, because we have a standard poodle and a miniature schnauzer, so they're all like not that strong against like the winter, so they have to wear clothes. And it's just a really interesting experience. It was not great because my mom had a lot of time to spend with them, like at home, or like take them to places, but we can't because we can't be home all the time, and they're sad and just everything. And I took the Schnauzer back home last year on the plane with me, and because we're like such overthinkers, we worry so much about like dogs being in cargo, so we actually drove from Chicago back to California with our center poodle, because he's like also, we're also gonna worry about him. So we drove back home with them. So now they're both back at my mom's, and they're like happily running in the yard every single day. And I talked about this because I still have their fluff here. Like sometimes I'll be like cleaning out like drawers, and then I would find like a Ziploc bag of like their fluff, probably from like grooming them from time to time, because we groom them ourselves since they don't shed, so they like their hair keep growing. So because they don't have like that type of fur that has like a lot of layers, they're more like constantly growing. So like we have so much. And I'll be like, one day I was like cleaning out the closet, like just right here, that's a closet, and it's like there's like a huge white trash bag, and I was just like, why do we have trash there, let's throw it away. And then when I opened it, it was actually a bag of their fluff that we took after grooming them. So yeah, so this description reminds me of that because it's just so realistic, and I want to one day knit with their hair. It's so weird, I know. I've seen people say that it's weird wearing those, and it's like but I just think it's just so cute. Okay, shirt cat fluff. Fluff collected from grooming a shirt cat. The fluff makes clothing more comfortable, neat, and stain resistant. Cool. Okay, let's take a look at you. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna take the longest. Maybe this is gonna be part 2. Oh, the stretches, oh my gosh. I've always wanted cats, but growing up I've never had cats before, so I don't really know like how they function, but I've always wanted cats. I think they're so cute, and my goal in life would be to have both dogs and cats. A small cat commonly found across Miraland. Shirt cats are as meticulous about their fur as people are about keeping their white shirts clean. That is so adorable. They prefer solitude and dislike being disturbed. Okay, if you're my cat, you are going to have to endure that. On sunny days, they often appear on rooftops or in the countryside, basking in the sunlight to maintain the immaculate condition of their white shirts. I love this. This is so adorable. But like, you can't really be alone if you're gonna be someone's pet. But they did not mention pets, so I guess not. But like, imagine like just from a long day of work or just a long day of anything, and when you come back home and your little boys, or like your little I don't know, just like your little pet are like waiting for you, and then you just enter the door and like grab them and like immediately smell them. Oh, it just smells like home. Okay, let me continue. Ambird. I don't know, I always had issue with the texture of them because I feel like, I mean, I'm not like I'm not great with like knowing how game design works, but it's just they look like different styles in terms of design, because these are like a little bit more realistic with the fluff and everything, and the feathers are kind of like plasticky here. So I don't know. Is it because these are gonna like be harder to render for mobile or other? I don't know how like the technology side works, but I always had an issue with like their texture. I just feel like they need to be a little bit more fluffier and less Play-Doh like as like for their body and everything. But they're pretty cute. I'm getting over my fear of birds. Like I'm trying very hard. I think it's from like being traumatized as a kid because I don't think they've ever hurt me. But then, um, recently I remembered that like I've gotten back in elementary school like a group of not a group but like some guys were kicking over like a dead bird to a lot of us, and then something else also like it's more about them being like dead that scares me so much. And like I'm not scared of their beaks, I'm just like scared of feathers. And like yeah, like I can't touch feathers if I can't like even when I'm in Joann's or like Michael's in like those craft stores, if I see feathers like I would have this reaction. But I'm getting better, so they're cute. I think they're cute. A feather collected from grooming ambirds that are found all over Miraland, shining with a bright luster. It can bring a brilliant beauty to accessories. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. We're collecting their feather. Yeah, of course, because it's called feathers. A small species of bird commonly found throughout Miraland. Its beak and feathers have a smooth, lustrous sheen, reminiscent of blue gemstones. They are affectionate yet shy, often lingering around squares, roads, and rooftops. However, when humans approach too suddenly, they become startled and puff up in alarm. That's actually kind of cute. Puff up, that is actually really cute. I I watch bird videos to try to desensitize myself. So now I'm okay with a lot of the bird videos, and I would watch like videos of cockatoo and stuff. It's really cute when they like puff up. That's adorable. I've only groomed 68 of them. I guess that makes sense. Or 48 of the cats. I guess that makes sense because every time it's sleeping. Oh my gosh, that is so precious. Every time I try to groom them, like I ended up just making them run away. So yeah. Oh, the rainbow like yarn ball as the tail is just way too adorable. I want sheeps too, and I also I want a llama and a cow, and if I get them, I kind of want to like just have them as a pet, just like walk them too. Fluff collected from grooming the Florist sheep found all over Miraland, produced by adept gardeners in the flower fields. Fabric made from the fluff is infused with a floral aroma. The Florist sheep is widely domesticated in Miraland. Remember Rundle? We did that quest with Rundle. Rundle is the naughty one, known for its naturally rounded, neatly trimmed wool, as if shaped by an expert, preferring to graze on weeds in flower fields. These gentle creatures are often raised in blooming landscapes, earning their reputation as natural gardeners. Oh, so that's why they're called Florist sheep? That's actually so cute. What are you doing? Is he resting? Oh, he had his eyes closed. Oh, that is so cute. I like how cartoony they look. I love the little ears. Oh my gosh, that is so precious. I wish Paper are going to come out with like a line of clothing that is inspired by every single animal. That would be so adorable. Like what we have now. So we have in Shiny Nikki, when you purchase monthly cards, the better, the more expensive one, the privilege card. So when you purchase a monthly card, you are going to receive one accessory or one item, which is equivalent to a 5-star item every month at a certain time. And every year it's a different theme. I think we've had like natural theme, and currently it's like, I don't remember what it is. But like we have different themes for different years. I think what they should do is like, they should give us like free outfits for this type of thing. And then it's all animal themed. or just anything, because I want animal themed outfits. Like, wouldn't it be so adorable with the Florist sheep? And I just want, okay, I need to like come clean about this. So when I was writing surveys for both games, every time they asked for mostly Shiny Nikki, because I sometimes don't have time to write the surveys. I always, when they say like, oh, do you have any outfit recommendations? Is there anything you want to see in the game? My answer always goes to animal themed outfits and fluffy outfits. I would change up my answer, and I would like give actual like helpful answers, but like I would always say that I want animal themed outfits. Oh, and also there's a thing in Shiny Nikki that so it's kind of like for time period. I would say maybe like 3-4 months. So it's a event type of thing for 3-4 months. It's going to tally whatever you have collected kind of into that time period, and there are qualifying outfits that you can get. If you get them, you're gonna get score for that event, and that event usually would give you an outfit after you reach a certain amount of points, which is forcing you to spend your gems or money, I don't know, on those outfits to get the additional outfit. And all those outfits are animal themed. They're so cute. The current one we have is like dog themed, and then we had one that is snail themed, and then there were like other ones too, which is so cute. Okay, let me continue. Bunny fluff. Fluff collected from grooming a blush bunny, an animal found in grassy areas. Fabric made from the fluff is as soft and puffy as hair ears, a plant adorned by blush bunnies. Remember, we learned more about them when we were reading the hair ear plants when we first started looking through the compendium. That was really cute as well. Okay, blush bunnies. A cute pink rabbit. Oh, they are a rabbit. Okay, with a tail that resembles a soft, fluffy makeup sponge. I bet that feels so good. It is often spotted in lush, grassy meadows. This charming creature dips its tail in light red pollen and gently pats it onto its fur as though it is meticulously applying makeup. With remarkable agility, the blush bunny pauses mid-hop to gather pollen, effortlessly leaping from flower to flower. I am dying. While I'm reading it, I'm just like picturing what they do, and that's just like the cutest thing ever in my mind. That is so cute. And I have my fluffy sweater here. I'm gonna have to like pet this to comfort myself. Oh, you know, like sometimes I'm so desperately about like petting a dog or like any type of animal. Oh, they're so cute. I even considered on my free time I should be a dog walker. Well, like we have dogs of our own and we're overthinkers, so we're like always so meticulous and careful with our own dogs. So I feel like I could be a dog walker like maybe 1 or 2 times a week. And then I'm also a photographer, so then I can also take like professional photos for their pets. But just because I need to spend time with them. I don't know why. So cute. It's making me just, oh. And so then now we know that outfit, one of the free outfits that we got from fireworks season is probably inspired by them, because you guys were talking about how it's probably inspired by Timmy's, and at the beginning I thought the same. I didn't think of that, but then I feel like you do have a point. But now that we've learned that blush bunnies loves makeup, so that one is but that one is like so sparkly. I don't know. Either way, it's cute. This is one of my favorites. Yeah, because of that. Because of this. And also, the tail is just so oversized and fluffy. Like, we're the type of person, like me and my husband. Oh, it's so weird to say that. It's so weird to say that. Every time I want to mention him, I kind of just like pause and think about, oh no, like what should I call him? And then like husband sounds so official and so weird. But like we're the type of people that when we're walking down the street, if we saw a squirrel and the other one hanging around, we would like stop and watch. So yeah, I love them. I love them so much. And then we have bunnies around here, which is so cute. Or maybe they're hare. I don't know, but or maybe jackrabbits. I don't know, but they're so cute. And like their little interactions are so adorable. Like yesterday, we saw two of them and they were just like chilling, and then suddenly one moved, and then the one that moved probably annoyed the other, and then the other one just like switched out the pose and kind of just like stared at the other one, and then I just saw the other one's ear went down like that, and they were kind of in a stance and then they were in a stance for a long time, and then the other rabbit kind of like suddenly jumped again, like the one that's like staring down kind of like drove the other one out of that place a little bit more, and it's just so funny. We watched them until they disappeared into like the bushes. And then squirrels too, they're so, oh my gosh, they're so adorable. And this one is so chubby and cute. Okay, fluff collected from grooming the cushioned squirrels found in meadows and forests. Clothes made from this material are as soft as a warm embrace. I wish I could hug them. Like, no kidding. A cushioned squirrel, a wild squirrel commonly found in grasslands and forests that feeds on button cones. We know that already. Naturally affectionate, the cushioned squirrel may seem timid and shy around strangers. However, when shown kindness, it eagerly seeks cuddles and affection. This endearing behavior has rightfully earned it the name cushioned squirrel. That is so cute. Honestly, I'm just saying this right now. If paper ever make plushies of these animals, and if they're actually good quality plushies, and like they actually take the time to think about how they're gonna make it and actually make it good, I would buy them. I would definitely buy them. They're so cute. Okay, this is when I say this is so realistic that it's like giving me a little bit of a spook because I am scared of birds still, but I'm getting better. Hopefully, my goal is like by this year or next year, I am going to be able to encounter Canada geese in the wild. Like, that's my goal, and not be scared of crows and pigeons, especially because my fear has like gotten me, it's just affected my life so much because I love nature and I love like just be able to take a walk on down the street, but because of the pigeons and everything, I just cannot. And like one time I took my friend visiting me when I was still in California to San Francisco, because like everyone who goes to the Bay Area would go to San Francisco to like kind of visit if it's their first time. So I was like, yeah, I can't let you miss out on that. So we went and we were walking down the street. There's a group of pigeons coming in behind us. So I was like, okay, we gotta walk straight faster so we can like cross the sidewalk. We're kind of like on a little island thing. So like sidewalks are on both sides. There's like roads in between. I just told her like we need to keep walking straight because there's pigeon coming. So then we walked, and there's another group that landed in front of us, like coming over from the other side. Like so they're just kind of like closing in on us, and then I freaked out and cried in the middle of the street. It was so embarrassing. And then sometimes when I have to go into San Francisco, like it's so scary. Like we gotta park our car somewhere and then walk 2 places, and oh my gosh, just thinking about that is giving me just like all the feels. It's so embarrassing, like so embarrassing, and I'm not even trying to. Yeah, it's imagine like a full grown person just like suddenly start crying there and there's nothing around. And then like when you approach them and ask like, oh, why are you crying? You're just like, oh, there's birds, there's pigeons. Yeah, That's me. I'm trying to work on it though. Okay, regardless of the authenticity of one's celebrity status, accessories made from these feathers can elevate one's presence with a hint of nobility. So they're like royals. They look oh, is it because the tux they're wearing? A bird species found all over Miraland with feathers that resemble a perfectly tailored suit. Cool. Known for their love of art and refined pursuits, these birds are especially drawn to music. Wouldn't it be so cool if our music outfits would draw them in? That would be so cool. And then kind of like Timeless Melody, where we're gonna have to nice the S-links and stuff. Like, we play music if we complete like the full 2 lines of thing for our violinist outfit. They're gonna fly towards us when we're playing, and once we're done, they're gonna stay here for like 2 seconds, and then we can just rush and groom them. Wouldn't it be that so cute and cool? Wait, I just realized we can haptonize them too. I forgot. I should do that. However, some radical stylists argue that the it's like celeb crow are merely an imitating high society, claiming that accessories made from their feathers lack the true elegance required for the upper echelons of society. Well, I mean, their feathers are like, oh my gosh, okay. I'm so sorry, but I can't turn them around. The long like feathers at the back is getting to me. But like they have this like sheen on their fabric. Okay. Not fabric. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it. They have like that sheen. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, it just fell asleep? Did she just fall asleep? Wait, no. Okay. Celeb crows. So they have like that feather that changes color on them. So I would say it's pretty fancy because it's gonna be like magical colors. It's catching a bug. I think it's trying to catch a bug. Oh, it's chasing the tails. Okay, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. The little heart. The thing for me about them is I feel like it would be hard for them to move around with these like really adorable, glorifying, like glorious chest hair. But they're so cute with a little tail and everything. Oh my gosh. The colors are really adorable as well. They just look so warm and cuddly. Okay, let me see what you're about. A fur ball collected from grooming a Bibcoon around the Bibcoon's Chuckle Club. The fluffy heart-shaped fur ball is a star material for making children's clothing. Cute. A round, chubby raccoon with... Oh, that's why Bibcoon. Okay, yeah, so the thing is, I didn't expect Miraland animals to be, like, I didn't expect them to actually mention IRL animals, so that's really interesting to know. A round, chubby raccoon with fur on its chest that resembles a baby bib. Oh, Bibcoon. It is the mascot of Bibcoon's Chuckle Club. Though not a native species of Wishfield, they were brought by the staff from the club's HQ headquarters when the Florist branch was opened. Whenever the club opens, the Bibcoons become especially clingy, seeking attention and affection from everyone around. I love how clingy they are. Like, so I've decided to not ever get an animal, any type of animal, before I can stay at home for a long time, because I just feel like I don't want them to spend their entire life waiting for me to get back home. It just makes me so sad thinking about that. So then I would really want a cleany type of animal, like no matter what, and like the most cleany one. I would love that. Like, I would love them to be like, whenever I'm home, they're just like stuck to my legs. Like, I feel them all the time. They're just like stuck on me. I love that. That's honestly like the best feeling ever in the world. Our standard poodle do follow us pretty much everywhere, and then he tries to get all of us, we're not all of us, but the people he cares into the same room. And then sometimes it's really funny because his favorite people are probably my mom, me, and my aunt. So sometimes we'll be like spending time together in like the family room, and then he's gonna be like happy and safely with us. And then if one of us decides to move, he will be like trying to get us to come back together. Sometimes I'll be in my room and then he will come in and like just try to get me out to join them. um and then one time the three of us stood up and went different directions in the house. And then I just see our dog, our poodle, being so like he's struggling. He's like in the center looking at every single one of us and trying to decide who he wanted to follow. And then I forgot who ultimately picked. I think he picked my mom. Yeah, I think he picked my mom. I don't know. Or maybe his little brother, the miniature Schnauzer, is almost 1 year younger. I don't remember, but it was so funny. I can see like the struggle. He was undecided. He cannot pick. It was really cute. Yeah. Okay. This is probably just gonna be an episode where I obsess over my dogs. I do apologize that, but I think anyone that has a pet would understand, because they're just the best, no matter what kind. Okay. Fluff collected from grooming bowtie cats found in meadows and on rooftops. No matter how the fluff is wound and tied, it still remains smooth. So they probably are like short hair cats. It's so cute that they have like so many bow on the body. It's adorable, and I love the big ears and the colors here. And I also, okay, so they don't you could say they're wearing pants. Because I don't know if you guys have seen that picture. They're like, what do you think? Like, how would a dog or a cat wear pants? Some people think it's like the two back legs, and some people think it's like all four legs and then the waist stops here. I don't know. I was gonna say I have a huge thing for like little socks on cats where they're gonna have like a little white paw. I think that's just like the cutest thing ever. But then this one doesn't. This one is more like wearing a pair of pants. Bowtie cat, a small wild cat commonly found in grassy fields and on rooftops. Its fur adorned with bow knot patterns resembling a little bow tie. Agile and graceful, it skillfully pounces on butterflies among the grass. People believe the bow tie patterns on the bowtie cat are badges of honor, marking their expertise in catching butterflies. Oh, that's cool. And I can see that. Like, I can see how they would catch butterflies because they look so like agile and so good at moving. It's just like the way they stare at us is kind of, I think paper should make like slightly better facial expression for them, because it's kind of like staring into my soul. Okay, moving on. I really like these as well. These are so cute, Longstockings. And they remind me of those socks. Like the socks that you can like style with like, I don't know, like leggings and just like have them shown because they have like the two stripes. I don't know. I love your eyeshadow, by the way. The eyeliner too. Okay, let me see. Wool collected from grooming a Longstocking, an animal found among flowers and on the inaccessible slopes in breezy meadow. This lightweight, warm wool is essential for achieving the perfect balance of style and warmth. So they're kind of like cashmere, in a way. A sheep commonly found roaming the quiet slopes and flower-filled meadows of remote hills. Its long legs resemble finely crafted stockings, with a picky nature and lazy temperament. If you're so lazy, why would you run away from me? It often takes leisurely naps between peaceful mountain rocks, only darting away swiftly when humans approach too boldly. Which is me. Oh, so they're only Breezy Meadow, Abundant District, and Wishing Woods. I don't remember seeing them in the Abundant District. Maybe I have, I just never noticed. because I probably just assumed that they're all areas. And their little hoofs are probably gonna make that sound when they move. It's also, the sound is so satisfying too. Okay, moving on. I've talked way too much. Okay, the angle of this is so weird because the angle we're looking at the horses just looks like we're using a really wide lensed camera and like pointing at them from like up top, which is like stretching them, and the proportion is kind of weird. Okay, let's let's take a look. I feel like they're kind of cute just because I love horses, but I feel like sometimes it's kind of weird to get from like mythical creatures almost to something this realistic. I know it's probably not like 100% realistic, but I feel like they should have added like some sort of twist to the horses to make them a little bit more cartoonish and mythical. But they're pretty cute. I like them. Horsehair collected from grooming a nice stallion. Ooh, a lively animal found in lush areas in breezy meadow. Wearing the thick fabric made from this material is like being protected by a trusty knight. Oh, that is so cute. I love horses. Another dream of mine is to have a horse. Oh, that is so cool. Now I want to craft every single item that we need to use stallion locks for, so then my Nikki will feel protected. And like, I just feel like the bond between a lot of like horse riders and like their horse is just incredible. The nice stallion and noble pony are distinct subspecies that coexist within the same herd. Oh, okay. Roaming the verdant expanses of breezy meadow. The nice stallions are often seen gathered around the noble ponies, offering their unwavering loyal and protection. That's so cute. Their manes, long and flowing like the tassel of a knight's helmet, reflect the steadfast knights who guard the nobility. They're probably, oh, I wish they added more of the history between these, like behind these species. Like they could say like, oh, back in the age of Queen Philomena, or like nobility age, like they are like trusty steed for like them or something like that. That would be pretty cool as well. These are so pretty. These actually kind of reminds me more of the ones we get on the firework aisles when we ride the carriage. That's actually really cute. Let me see. Love the little dots here on the legs. They have socks. That is not pants. Pants go all the way to here. These are socks. Wait, and their like neck is a different color. That's actually really interesting. And then the curls are so cute as well. And I love how flowy the hair is. I feel like this is like better designed than the horses, because those ones have more of like a mythical touch to them. I feel like these, they need to add, I don't know, a little bit more. Oh, maybe like braids inside their hair. Oh, not hair, mane. Yeah, like maybe some braids, like longer to just make them look a bit more mythical and not so realistic. Okay, pony curls. Horsehair collected from grooming a noble pony, a lively animal found in lush areas in breezy meadow. The fabric woven from this material is so exceptionally smooth that even the most fastidious nobles cannot find fault. I would not expect that like fabric made from them, or not them, but their curls will be smooth. So they probably feel so good when you try to pet them. Oh, is there a way for me to like somehow go to Miraland and pet all of them and feel them? Probably not. The noble pony and nice stallion are different subspecies that live within the same herd, inhabiting the lush, breezy meadow. Noble ponies are relatively few in number, with gentle temperaments, graceful manners, and elegant, wavy manes. If approached too suddenly, nice stallion will protect the noble ponies and flee. I never noticed that what they're doing is not like fleeing, blindlessly but protecting these. That's actually really cool. Okay, I am terrified of swans because I heard that they attack people sometimes. So yeah, with like this type of feather. Oh wow, I didn't expect that. Like I did not expect them to be so accurate and would have like place to poop. I did not expect that at all. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to do an overview of them. They are a little better for me to look at compared to the crows because they're not that realistic. They're kind of mythical in a way. And their body look a bit more fluffy. So then this is also another time I wanted to say, like, they could make birds pretty good. Then why can't paper make the Ambirds into like a fluffy body? I think that would be really adorable instead of that Play-Doh texture. Okay, let's see the story behind them because I really want to know. So now we've learned that the Bibcoon was like from somewhere else. So I wonder like where the Bibcoon Chuckle Club was originated from. So I want to know like how they are bringing a Bibcoon here, and also I want to know if we're gonna see more, and if they started talking about like the Bibcoon Chuckle Club being a chain and have different locations. Does it mean whenever we're getting like a new town or a country, there's going to be a Bibcoon Chuckle Club and there's going to be one additional Bibcoon until we get to the actual region that invented Bibcoons, and then we're going to be able to actually see a ton of them. And that's something I hope that they're going to keep working on and keep like the storyline, and I hope that they don't forget about it, because that would be something that's really interesting when we go to new places. Okay, a feather collected while grooming rose-crowned swans near the Swan gazebo in breezy meadow. Add the feather to a dress and its soft hues will brighten joyful smiles. So this is kind of more like magical than practical. But I mean, being happy is practical too, I guess. A species of wild swan that inhabits the serene waters near Swan gazebo in breezy meadow. Frequently found alongside tuck's-tail swans, they delicately touch heads, creating heart shapes on the water's surface. I actually saw that the other day. It's actually pretty romantic and really cute. But I was in the middle of recording my video where I use art of tailoring to groom every single animal in Miraland, so I was kind of impatient, but I saw that moment. It was really beautiful. It is this enchanting display of tenderness that has led to Swan gazebo becoming a sacred wedding site cherished by lovers. Oh, I wish one day we can witness a wedding there. That would be so gorgeous. And I wonder if swan have like those razor like tongue like Canada Goose. Yeah, I'm scared of them, but I still watch documentaries on them. Okay, now moving on to tuxtail. I think that's probably going to be the last one we talk about today. Like I expected, we're not going to get it done. I apologize if you're thinking that we can get everything done in the same episode. I talked way too much because I'm way too excited about all the animals. Is it because the tail is like a tuxedo? And her tail... Oh, so she has like a rose crown and this one has a tux tail. That's cool. Okay. Oh, and actually, did you notice that they have like different textures? Or is it just the color differences? Like this one looks a little bit more fluffy on the body and this one is more like amber type of fur and less fluffy. Cool. A feather collected while grooming tuxtail swans near the Swan gazebo in breezy meadow. Add the feather to a gown and its regal luster will leave unforgettable memories. Here's something else I want to manifest and I want in the game. So a lot of the games, well, some of the games I've played, we're gonna have like double gathering days or something like that. Okay, this is so cute with like the little tux like front chest area. Wouldn't it be so cute if they were to give us like double gathering? They could do it in the form kind of like, okay, so this week, because we've hit like Valentine's Day or something like a season, we are getting a few more swans, or like spotted a few more tuck's-tail swan and rose-crown swan couples landed near the swan gazebo. And like they would physically show up. Wouldn't that be so cool? And then like when we go to the swan gazebo during that week, because they kind of just migrated here for a short period of time, we're going to be able to groom like say like all 6 of them, and then we're going to get like more rewards. And then once that season ends, they're just going to fly back to wherever they came from. Wouldn't it be an amazing way to kind of give us double reward but also fit it into like the storyline? I would want that. Like I would feel so immersive in the game. Okay, let me read this and then we can move on to the next episode. A wild swan species that resides near a swan gazebo in Breezy Meadow. Because I just feel like what they're talking about is kind of like they are a wild species and there's multiple of them that exist in Miraland. But why are we only seeing 2? It's just because they are the only 2 that decided to live here. So yeah, I would really want to see more. Doesn't have to be a permanent thing. It belongs to the same species as a rose-crowned swan, but it's a different subspecies. Their name is linked to a legend. Cool. Okay. Once a pair of lovers sacrificed themselves at Swan Gazebo, and the next day a pair of swans appeared on the water, one wearing a pink crown and the other dressed in a tuxedo-like tailcoat. Okay, so my story probably would not work. Okay, so if we're talking about like the science in Miraland, it would kind of be like there are swans, wild swans in the world, and these 2 are special because they are special. So then that means we might be able to see swans in the future, but these are going to be the only 2 rose crown and tuxtail swans, because if there's a legend behind this particular pair, that probably means that they're the only ones. But then that also means like, are we gonna get different types of swans in the future? I am so invested in Miraland animals. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm serious about it. I hope Paper treat their stories well. I hope Paper I hope they remember what they have talked about and planned for these species, because I would love to know more about Bibcoon. Like, why were they brought here? Are they like that sacred in where they're from? Which continent are they from? And when are we gonna see chains and like different locations of the Bibcoon Chuckle Club? I want to know. I want answers. I hope Paper will deliver on that aspect. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to me talking about my dogs. I don't know why I just decided to talk about them so much. And we're gonna finish the creature compendium probably in the next episode, because I talked way too much about these animals and we are obsessed. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.